Let me know you started it. You started it? All right, then. Mindset right to the intro. Today, we back again with another video today. I know, right? See? See? So, we back. No. Yo, back again with another video. Welcome to everyone. This is our first official video of Mind Zoomers. So if you don't know what this is, we'll have the link right in the description right up there. But as a whole, just to give you a little gist of it, what we're doing in this video is just it's gonna be a safe place for you. It's gonna be somewhere for you. Shut up. It's gonna be somewhere for you. It's gonna be somewhere for you. Just feel safe. Somewhere for you to just feel as if, like, you know, a place where you can have people to catch and connect with. A place for you to have people where you can just feel as if you're not going through everything by yourself. So, for people that know, or for people that don't know, what we're going to start off every video with, that we're going to always start off a video with just a question of the day. It can be anything. You don't even got to relate to the video, or don't relate to anything else. You're going to introduce yourself in a moment. Yeah. So, we're going to just start with the question of the day and everything like that. And after the question of the day, everyone's going to introduce themselves. And then we're going to dive right into our topic after a little while. So, question of the day is bullying right? It's triple thing.
No,
It was
what's that?
Bullying, like this bullying, this bullying built here.
So is bullying right?
Should we just start off?
No. We'll keep this all in. Is bullying right?
No, it's not right.
I say
The short
it's because she agree.
term, no.
But for a certain term,
Yeah.
to a certain degree, it builds up character. You know what I'm saying? It builds up character. Like, for example, if you're an older sibling, if you don't bully your younger sibling, they don't build character.
I didn't bully my younger sibling.
How do you bully the other so they can build character then?
Character.
Then you get more character then.
That's real. Bullying, or like, just
There's a
bullying conflict in general.
Exactly. Look. I'm not saying you just gotta dunk their head in the toilet. I'm not saying you gotta beat them.
Not bullying. There's
But bullying is a form of conflict.
No. Bullying specifically, not conflict. Bullying. Yes, it involves.
or just by bullying. It's a physical bullying.
Yes, but bullying builds character.
No, bullying and conflict is two different things, okay? Conflict involves two parties going back and forth. Bullying is just one person being like, you're trash. And
Yeah.
that's it.
I do that with my little brother. I do that with my little brother.
That
I do that with my little brother religiously.
Yeah.
Religiously. I go back home. First thing I do, just right there upside the head because it builds character, especially for siblings.
What type of character does this build?
It builds up endurance.
It builds strength.
Okay, look, you can
Listen, I would, every family gathering back in the day when I was a little kid.
I got flying. Thank you.
I did too, exactly too. But like every time I would go over to my cousin's house, I would be getting a nice plate of food. Same as Thanksgiving.
Right.
I got done eating, you know, the kids play around. I always find a little older cousin, right? He
Yeah.
pushed me down on the ground and then start beating me.
And then my older cousin would do the same thing religiously.
And then I'm fine.
Exactly.
I turned out fine.
It builds character because now I'm a resilient person. I can take myself in a fight and do different things like that.
Today, so right.
Okay.
People that can't.
That's too much. I say bullying to an extent.
Yeah.
To an extent.
So, are we talking about just family, or are we talking about?
Friends included. Because look, my friends,
But no.
look, because example, look.
But
If like for some of my friends, look, for one of my friends, right? He was a little bit larger. But we would make our comments, which could be, well, the stuff we would make sometimes would be low-key considered as bullying, but it was lighthearted bullying. And now he's in shape, he's looking all good like that. I mean, it's all good to an extent. You don't want to push him to hurt himself.
right.
Yes, to a degree.
Okay, wait.
To a level.
Wait. You're saying to an extent. So if they say stop, I can't take this. You're hurting my feelings. Would you
That's
stop?
when you stop.
That's when you start.
But if they don't say that, if they still talking smack back, if we're still bullying, then it's gonna be good.
You know, that sometimes people need that extra push up.
Thank you.
That bullying kind of, it for like,
Confused with like just bothering somebody, because it's like, okay, bullying is like you keep on like antagonizing somebody. If y'all saying, oh, if they say stop, and you stop, which you know, but if then that's not bullying. So what are we really talking about?
It is bullying because you push them to that limit. Like if anybody else would do it, that'd be considered bullying. Like for example, if something my cousin would do to me, anybody else do that, it will possibly be considered abuse in all honesty. But
yeah.
because it's from him, or because it's from someone of, even if it was from an actual friend, because it's from someone that is to build character, and they do it to an extent, then bullying to an extent builds character. No bullying at all means you just haven't been put in your place enough in life. And oh, it's weird.
That's weird.
All right, let's agree. To
Thank you.
It depends on someone's ego. And sometimes you have to tear down that ego for them to realize that they're really not working.
See, sometimes you gotta do it.
And then once they realize that, then they become a better person.
See,
They didn't do that enough to you.
they did a lot with me. They just that now I have my own character, and you will see about that. But anyways, now to start the video, the topic that we're doing today, this month as a whole, is gonna be about teenage life. It's gonna be about teenage life. It's gonna be about your teenage experiences or our teenage experiences too. So today's video is gonna just be the breaking in that topic. That topic being like, what was it like for y'all to really like start off your teenage life, and what was the things that was kind of going through your head when you started in that teenage life, really? So we'll start off.
I can start off.
Tripping so.
Oh yeah, introduce yourself too.
Okay. Hi, I'm Samari Lewis.
That's it.
Hey, that's okay. I got a FAMU and I got Tallahassee, Florida. I majored in business administration.
Oh, yeah, that's super.
So say your name and where you come from.
But like, what would you say would definitely be things that were like significant moments of like your teenage experience, like things that, for example, if you was talking with maybe like your younger sibling or something like that, you just had to give them a lesson in your like teenage experience. What do you think is like something that was like significant parts of your teenage life?
Well, I'd say the first thing I would say is don't mess with boys.
And
I can't say that.
Wait,
But I just got to that, but I can't. Like, no, because I remember ninth grade, right? Okay, so I've only had my period for like 4 years, so it's like I'm used to it, but at the same time I'm not. And you know, you're transitioning from 8th grade to ninth grade, so your hormones are still like kind of all over the place.
Yeah.
But I remember there was a dude I liked in ninth grade, and I was just like, I'm just gonna take that shot. And I did, and he told me, oh, okay, that hurt my feelings. And so, can you imagine being fresh out of middle school, a ninth grader, telling someone you like them, and they're just like, oh, okay, and then they walk away?
yeah, I mean that's understandable. Yeah, I mean that makes sense.
You refuse to say that, but I would tell my sisters, like, don't worry about boys. I'm not gonna lie, my whole high school career, I did not focus on boys. I talked to, in the span of high school, I talked to 4 dudes, and that was all within senior year. So I would say, don't let them distract you. They're just a distraction. I mean, it like for some people it is. For some people it is. I totally agree with that. The reason why I say that is because, truthfully, I haven't really been like single for real since like 8th grade. I went from one relationship to another, and the realization that I came to, like, after becoming single, like, I realized, like, you know, you can't really, nobody is going to respect you until you respect yourself first. And, like, at that age, when you're maturing, you don't really know, like, how to, put yourself first. You don't know how to love yourself a certain type of way. So a lot of the times you'll end up putting up with a lot of stuff that you shouldn't. And not many people, tell you that, because in high school they make it seem like, oh, you gotta be messing with somebody to be cool, and if you're a virgin, like, you're not cool or whatever. But it's like, truthfully, if I could have waited, I would have, because after that, I felt like, in a lot of my situations, I was kind of like taken advantage of. So it was kind of like, yeah.
I never see what you're saying. I mean, I never understand about like, especially from relationships type of stuff. Don't overstress that as a teenager too much, because I never say I was a big person where I was going from this girl to that girl to those girls to these girls. Yeah, but it was like I was gonna be going around just doing all this and that. But even then, it's like, I'll say this, similar to the bullying thing, I'll say this, if I didn't go through any of those relationships, I wouldn't say I would have learned as many lessons as I do have this day. Like, I'll say this, for any teenager, I would say it's okay if you do want to explore out like that. I'll say if you want to date, do this and that, it's okay to explore, but never make that like your entire life's motive, I would say. Because I'll say if to go through all your teenage life to never have that relationship, I'll definitely say that can definitely. I feel like going those ones prior is definitely a big time we can really go that trial and error phase where it's like you can go those bad relationships, you can go those bad things here and there. Hopefully not too bad, but like, you know, you go through the bad things here and there. And then when you get to a certain point, by the time you get to college, by the time you get older, you already kind of know what you want in a relationship. You kind of know what you don't want. You kind of know the vibe of the aesthetic you kind of want with everything. You know, that's my at least idea with it. Or you know, but at the same time, if you get too obsessed with it, then obviously that's when you become, you know, school hoe, or that's become person that's always in a relationship, this and that. That's when like it goes waste. That's when it goes. I mean, it's true though. It's that's when it gets like that's when it goes like starts going. That's when it starts going like too far with stuff, you know. So I would have to say it's like you never want to obsess with certain things, you know.
Well, I feel like you gotta know how. You also gotta know how to be single first. Like
Yeah, definitely.
middle school, you're not really like you ain't worried. I mean,
Yeah.
you ain't worried about relationships. You might have a few crushes here and there, but it's middle school.
Yeah.
High school, I feel like it's really the time to learn how to be single. Cause like I know how to be single, but also because I was single all of my high school career, I know there are certain things about me that I know, like going into a relationship. Like I know I'm a control freak. Like I know that I am big on like I have to take control, but and that's something I'm working on. But going into a relationship now, I'm just like, okay, that's something I know I need to work on, and I can work on that and go into a relationship because I know that's a problem that I have. So I feel cute with like being single, and you have to like learn to know yourself before you can get in a relationship. I agree with that.
That's it.
It's like, don't get serious too fast, because I think that was the main mistake that I made with my last two relationships.
Yep.
Like it was like I met them and I met them.
Or sickness. So what? Sickness.
I met them.
Well, I know my brother's sister. I know my sister.
Anyways, let's see.
But yeah, okay.
Okay. So I was saying that the mistake, I feel like the biggest mistake I made was trying to get like too like committed to one person too fast. Because like you know, I felt like we both had love for each other, but we didn't know how to love each other. And please don't look at sorry, look like. We both had love for each other. We just didn't know how to love each other. And also like I feel like to be in a relationship, I feel like you gotta build that foundation, like really get to know that person first. Like my biggest thing like going forward is like I want a best friend and a partner. So it's like, yeah, that's my biggest thing. Like you really have to know the person, their values and all this, because later down the line you're gonna learn that okay, this might not be the person for you.
Right.
So
Okay. So then we're really then here's another thing then. So apart outside like just relationships with teenagers, Matt, you've been real quiet. What's some other stuff outside of like relationships outside of like relationships being a teenager, things that you feel like would be like real significant, like if you would have known prior?
Real significant. I say get out of your comfort zone.
So that's a word going actually.
Because I'm not gonna lie, growing up, I actually was a shy kid. I didn't really talk to people like that.
Never had no idea.
And going into high school, I was the same until. Well, the funny thing is, I actually went to a high school where most of my middle school that I went to, but I still didn't talk to most of them because my main group that I talked to in middle school actually went to other high schools, and so I kind of had to like. I was around people I knew, but I didn't really know.
Right.
So just getting comfortable with that and like talking to other people, like joining sports and like other clubs as well,
Yeah.
kind of like set that foundation of just getting like more knowledgeable with people and just like having more fun and more sociable with people.
Yeah. I see what you're saying. I definitely say get out of your comfort zone. It's like actually I feel like that's gonna be a really important thing. I would say I would say especially to my earlier teenage years, I would say I was like weirdly enough I was a shy person, but it was like I was shy when I was at the moment I got outside my comfort zone, I got really shy. Like if it was any situation, like if I was with my actual friends or maybe friends people that maybe at the time maybe I thought was friends or people that were my friends either or, I could definitely be like open out there, everything like that. But I could definitely say I had to like suffer from the fact where it's like I was too scared to really get out there a whole bunch. So like even if it was something as simple as we're sitting in class, we're sitting there and we're like, I'm completely lost in the lesson. And the turn on teacher asks, "Oh, does anyone have any questions?" I'd rather sit there in silence rather than just like be out there because it was just out my comfort zone. Where it's like, dang, I'm gonna fail this test. Like like just things like those. Where it's like, I definitely know where certain things. I knew I would like miss out on certain opportunities, but if I didn't want to get out of my comfort zone, so that's why I would be like very prone, just kind of stay in that certain area. So I would say it definitely would like be real nice to get out of my comfort zone. So
Yeah, like honestly, before I came here, I mean, I'm still working on that now because I stay in my friend group. Like, I don't really try to make new friends, but like my mom always referred to me as this social butterfly because she only see me around people that I'm comfortable with. But like in like day-to-day places, like at work or class or whatever, like I'm more so to myself. So like when it comes to me making friends or like talking to anybody in general, it's always normally like they initiate a conversation with me. And like I'm starting since I've been here, I'm starting to step out of my comfort zone, like, um, be the one to go up to people and like, not be scared to explore opportunities because I feel like because of my social anxiety, I done missed out on like a lot of opportunities that I could have had. So yeah.
yeah, I definitely say there's definitely things I definitely would like to have when I was a teenager. Or one thing, a big thing that I definitely say, I don't know, like I definitely say I realized a whole bunch too, especially when I was a teenager. But it was like chasing for popularity like that. That was one big thing where it's like, I don't know how many of y'all ever dealt with that a whole bunch, but I definitely say with me, I dealt with that feeling like I always wanted to like chase for popularity all the time. It's like, I'd even say, while it's nice to be known and this and that, or like, while it's nice to like try and be known and this and that, I say don't make it your mission to try and be known. Because I definitely say that's what a lot of people be suffering from, where it's like, they make it their whole mission, man. They gotta post that all the time. They gotta do that all the time because they want us to be known throughout their school all the time. They want to be like the most popular person. Because I mean, again, it's like, it's nothing wrong with wanting to be big, something wrong with wanting to be all this and that. But it's like to make it a whole obsession, that's what becomes a real issue. Where it's like,
Be real, popularity in high school, absolutely nothing. Like never even liked the popular girls. They always gave mean girl energy.
They're ugly.
But like, cause like I could use a real life example. It's this girl back in middle school that used to bully my friend, and she was one of the popular girls. Like she was on the cheer team, whatever. I done seen like her recently. She ain't in college. She ain't. I mean, you're not in college, but like, yeah, she got.
Oh, what she do?
So serious. Like most of the popular girls, I swear they either have kids with no father in the picture. They ain't got nothing going for themselves. Like that was just a little. That was their peak. Like their peak was high school. Like now everything is just going downhill from here. So
yeah, I'll definitely say it's like the whole chase after popularity just never is.
because it's only gonna last for so long.
Yeah, that's
people just gonna forget all about you.
really like
honestly, don't even try to fit in. That's the best thing I could say. Cause like
it's gonna be weird.
At the end of the day, the people that really mess with you is gonna show it, and like it's gonna show, and like as time goes by, because my friend from middle school, we still close to this day, and that was the only person that ever backed me up. That was the only person I ever felt comfortable with. So just stay with the people that is true to you, and don't try to fit in, because it ain't gonna do nothing for you.
Yeah.
I mean, the people at my high school, when you take a look at who was popular, they were popular for the wrong things, or they were known for the wrong things. Like one of the dudes. No. One of the dudes. One of the dudes that was known around the school. His name was and there are no niggas. But he was on the baseball team, and I was gonna break the names. That one. Yeah, let's not bring up the names. Beat that up. But he was on the baseball team in my high school, and he was hazed. He was peed on. And
wait, high school? Wait, what are you getting hazed for? Wait.
This was freshman year
Wait, what about? What are you getting hazed for at high school?
to be on the baseball team.
To be on the high school? You hazed to be on the high school? High school?
Oh wait, no.
Our high school baseball team was a cult. If one person dyed their hair blonde, they all dyed their hair blonde. If one person had a mullet, they all had a mullet.
Was it white guys?
We get
Yes, I went to a white high school, but they were known. Huh?
We get beat on baseball team.
Yes.
You get R. Kelly to high school. They get R.
God
Kelly.
played baseball
They
after
get
that.
essentially R. Kelly to high school.
Yes. And he did not play baseball after that, but he became known for that for the first 2 years of our high school because he was a freshman. We knew this girl, totally outside thing, but there was this girl that peed in class, so we called her Peter's girlfriend Red Salute.
Hey.
Go ahead, this is a long time. Okay. Plus, he was known for that for 2 years, but then by the time we graduated, he had to turn his reputation around. It took a lot of work. He had to turn his reputation around, and he was known as one of the smartest kids in our school.
Yeah. Y'all rated the help.
But it isn't all that. I'm not gonna lie, I didn't have friends at high school. The first 2 years I did because I played volleyball, but as soon as I quit volleyball, I basically lost all those friends because if you weren't in volleyball, then that was it for you. So
Please up to another thing. I don't speak French. We're gonna.
I don't think it even. Can it hear you? Matt, come here, Bryce. Go sit down. Please sit down. It's all good. We can go out and in fish.
But anyways, listen. One of the most important things in high school, not only high school, but just in college and life in general, is not only his social skills, being able to learn to talk. I shit you not, the amount of opportunities that people lose out on, not only just people, but kids in general lose out on, just for not being able to, one, communicate, and two, using their ability to talk within certain social situations. Like, it's fucking crazy. Like the amount of
those two seem to be developed from a young age. I've been doing public speaking since I was in first grade.
no, and good for you. But I'm just saying, like, niggas aren't like you. So sorry, people are just not like you. And it's not only just a public speaking. It's not only just public speaking, but it's like literally social. It's conversation. It's how are you able to conversate yourself within, around other people? How are you able to get your ideas out? Being able to, recognize those different things, knowing what to say, knowing how to say it, knowing when to say it. Like, a lot of that stuff I slightly developed within high school. And that's just me off the rip. Well, one, I wasn't really popular, but I just knew how to talk to people.
Well, I feel like that comes with a phone.
Not only does it come with the phone.
A phone is detrimental because first of all, why do you have a phone when you're 4 years old? What do you need a phone for?
Oh, yeah. I'll never say yeah. I have a phone that early. That's definitely crazy, yeah.
I feel because I feel like a phone is detrimental to learning how to communicate. Yes, it's to communicate over text. When people can't talk on the phone nowadays, it's hard for them to maintain eye contact with people. Like, we're losing those social skills that are needed to succeed in the business world because of a phone. And I didn't get my first phone till 5th grade. My mom kept it on for 1 grade.
Yeah, it's 6th grade.
Mine is
Wait. Let me finish.
Yes, okay.
My mom kept the phone on for 1 month. Samsung.
You was a droider? You was a droid, man?
Hey, I don't have.
Anyway,
I have a droid. You talk smack
no
on me.
so
You talk smack on me having a droid.
iPhones were out back. When did
No, they were out. They were out. They were.
It was like when they had the little rectangle. Plug in.
You talk smack on me.
At this big
Because a droid is better.
At this big age, you still
Yeah,
gotta
no,
Okay,
it's
shit.
not because you got that little flip phone back in
Shit. Okay.
Like we in the 90s.
First of all,
we done with the
my flip phone's better than anything you got.
No, it's
Yes, it is. My Samsung
not
flip
anything.
is better than anything you got.
Show the audience your phone.
Anyway,
The phone is
Oh,
better. It's just
that's all right.
but wait, phone on for 1 month, and that's because we went to Disney. She wouldn't be able to contact me. I didn't get my real first phone. I didn't get an iPhone till 7th grade, and because of that, I wasn't even allowed to have an Instagram when it's that either. I didn't get Instagram till 8th grade, and that was my birthday present. But we don't want to talk about that. I feel like having a phone later on in life helped me because I had a friend, she's 2 years younger than me. She had a phone in kindergarten. It was a flip phone, but like she had a phone in kindergarten. And so I was just like, when you look at her and me today, she still asks me to order her food at restaurants. She still asks me to just go ask for a straw for her Chick-fil-A. She can't communicate with people because she is afraid, and her anxiety is like really bad. And I'm just like, they're not gonna kill you. I literally work here. Just go ask for a straw. They're just gonna be like, sure.
Yeah, I can say like I can just say as a teenager, it's like the anxiety was be like afraid of stuff. Like I would definitely say that's one thing. Like, oh, that's actually the big thing. Like not just be overstressing certain things. I was just saying as a teenager, I never had that big problem where I'll be overstressing some of the most insignificant things for no reason. And then when I look back at it now, like, like, like I've been looking at myself in shame. Like, I mean, even the type of times where it's like I'm laying down in the middle of the night, I'm about to go to sleep. All of a sudden, that horrible memory comes up. I'm like, oh my god.
Then you like, dang, you short.
Exactly. And like, dang, you light skinned. You know what I'm saying? It's just like,
And you ugly.
and dang, you got cornrows.
Let's get that.
And it's like, yeah, you know. I'll come back and say,
Okay.
but it's definitely like
Not in the camera.
but it's definitely like those where it's like I definitely did overstressing stuff is like stuff isn't as big of a deal as teenager. I say compared to how stuff is when you get older, stuff is how it is when it's a teenager. Unless like there are specific things that are worth being stressed over, but everything isn't as big of a deal as you make it as sometimes. Like really, sometimes stuff when you think it's gonna be like maybe when you think this person, maybe the friendship with this person is falling out. Oh, it's the end of the world, or oh my god, I messed up in this or that, or oh, I messed up my opportunity with those and these things. The end of the world. It's really not. Like it may not be the best. It may not be the best for a little while, but it's not gonna be the end of the world. Because again, it's at the same time, he's still a teenager at that time. And I will say some teenagers, they do have it harder than others. I will say some have more pressure on them than others. I will say for at least a whole bunch of them, it's like the pressure isn't gonna be out as much as you compared to as we get older. You know what I'm saying? Like take that time to really just like be young about it. Like have that young mindset where it's like, you know, it's a big deal right now, but at the same time, will you be stressed about it 5 years down the line? Like, is it gonna really affect you 5 years down the line? You know, is like this one relationship gonna be the thing that affects your entire life all the way through and everything like that? Because if you're a teenager, again, you're only like at best maybe 15, 16 years of your life. The average lifespan, for at least unless something happens earlier, the average lifespan for a person is gonna be like into your 70s, 80s, kind of, you know. So you lived out maybe at best a good 10 to 20% of your life at best. And you still got tons of years ahead of you. And even then, each year has 365 days. Each of the days is 24 hours. Each of the hours is 60 minutes. Each of the minutes is 60 seconds. I'm saying like, it's the type of thing where it's like, you stress about all the little things, but you gotta realize there's a lot of time that you have. You know, from this year to the next year, there's a good chance you're gonna be a whole different person. You may have forgotten that thing that happened to you just that other day. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's a good chance where it's like, there's something that's happening to you now, it's not as big of a deal as you making it is. So you just gotta remember as a teenager, it's like, not to just have the end all be all. No permanent solution is not a temporary problem.
It's not necessarily a pass or fail, because that's how most people view it as.
Yeah, that's really how it is.
And it's like, they're not thinking of it as a learning experience. It's like, pass or fail, like
exactly
the situation.
That's a big thing where it's like people gotta start thinking about some stuff is like don't think of it as like a pass fail experience, like he said, but think of it as a learning experience. You know,
Right.
if you're maybe you're like high school, maybe you're a freshman, sophomore, maybe you're maybe later on in middle school. Let's see if you're in a relationship. If those relationships falling out, actually I'm not gonna say don't fight for your relationship. Do what you're gonna do for it, but don't treat it as if it's gonna be the end all be all. Treat it as a learning experience. If you're messing up your classes, if you feel like this maybe like you're not performing to the level that you used to be performing, take a moment to breathe, find yourself, and be like, hey, let's like pick this back up. If I maybe take a little bit of summer school, because I've taken summer school before, you know, I take for one course because I messed up myself really badly my junior year with one of my courses. It really messed me up badly. So it's like, you know, don't treat it as the end all be all. Never settle now, never settle. But at the same time, if you know it's gonna come to that, take it, chop up your losses. Treat it as a learning experience and build yourself up from it. Don't treat it as if it's gonna be end the world. It's gonna hold you over for the rest of your life, and you know it's never gonna get better. try to treat it as a learning experience, because when you get to your adult years, your college years, when you get to later on in life, that's where it can really be the end all be all. That's where it can really be a time where you mess up, it can mess you up for years and years and years down the line. So it's like people treating the easy mode of life as if it's the hardest thing in the world. When it's really not. You just gotta realize that by just taking that step back and realize these little things, you know? So yeah, that's really the thing with it, really, you know? Yeah.
My biggest thing, my biggest realization, which I literally just came to this the realization last week, like literally, I had like kind of like a little mental breakdown. Like I had to calm my mind, and it was just a lot because, like, okay, my thing is you don't have to always be okay. Like it's okay to not be okay, and that's what like, and I feel like mainly in the Black community, like, you know, you always gotta be like a certain way. And like, you know, they don't always tell you like, you know, it's okay to be emotional. It's okay to show this. It's okay to be that. Like, because of how we're viewed in society, we always have to be strong and we always have to do this and do that. But like, it's okay to not be okay. Cause a lot of times, like, I would keep myself like busy or distracted or stuff like that. And then like, you know, somebody asks me, like, okay, I'm just like, I'm fine. But like deep down inside, you know, I know what's going on, but it's just like, I really don't want to just sit down and like soak it all in. Like you gotta really feel your emotions. It's okay to feel your emotions.
Yeah, that's a really
So yeah, because I think that's the reason why. Because honestly, I really haven't like cried since I've been here, and the first time was last week. And well, that wasn't the first time.
that was not the first time.
Shut the hell up.
I know it's not the first time. Man, look, right? What? Swat. All right, let's keep rolling.
But last week was only the second time that I cried since I've been here.
As if I know it'd be a shame.
It was only the second time that I cried since I've been here. And the reason why is because I realized I've been like going day to day, pretending like everything is okay, da da da. But like truthfully, I was putting a lot of pressure on myself, always working, always, you know, going to class and this, that, and the other. And, you know, sometimes it's okay to like take a pause. Like you don't always have to live up to the standards that people want you to. Like live for yourself. Live for yourself, and what was that I said? Live for yourself.
You said a lot. I mean,
yeah, live for yourself. Be vulnerable.
Yeah, it's okay to cry. Really, it's just okay to feel feelings.
Be you, because nobody can be you the way you are. You.
Yes, Lord. I'm sure. I think that's a good place. What time we at right now?
I'm over.
All right. Well, that's a good place to leave off, Laura. Then I will pick it back up in the next video. In the next video, to give a little sneak peek, for the next video, we're gonna be picking up on in teenage life. Is that we're gonna pick up on the relationship aspect of teenage life. So when we talked about earlier in this video, we're gonna go much further deep in that. And that's gonna be the main focus for the overall part of the video. Yes. But as a whole, though, just know if you again, what was I gonna say? Hey, I'm trying to think about outro. I'm trying to think what the outro is gonna be. I already know the outro is gonna be, but I'm still like workshopping certain elements of it because you know. Wait. Oh, okay, I remember. Okay, I just remember what it was gonna be. All right, so wait, we're gonna just cut all this out though. We'll cut all this out. This podcast, we're just here for everybody like that. Whether you black, white, young, old, whether you have a family, whether you have no one, it's no one. Exactly. Look, we're here for every. You can't swallow this. Right. Just know this podcast is here for everyone. So show it to mama, show it to your mama, show it to your daddy, show it to your friend, uncle, baby mama. Show it to anybody like that. Because in the end, we're gonna be your family away from home. We're gonna be your safe space. Just know we here with the Mind Zoomers, and just know we're gonna be back at it again. All right. See.
Now what's your name?
We already did. Oh, we didn't even do the intro. That's not what it is. Hello. Start recording. All right. We're gonna reintroduce it. Okay, we're gonna. Okay,
Run it back.
we've got new intros. All right, me. I'm the host. This is my channel. I am Cameron Young. You know, my Zoomers. We attend here at FAMU. Matt.
I am Matthew Goins. I'm from
Your last name is Goins? I never knew. Wow.
learn something new every day.
Exactly. Learn something new every day. TT.
I'm Samari Lewis. He wasn't done.
Alright, we good? We started? Okay.
Wait, well, hold on.
So, we are now doing the intros, right? Okay, good. Okay. Yeah, me. I am the host of this show. This is my channel. I'm Cameron. You obviously know I'm the host of my Zoomers, and I'm gonna be putting out like 3 videos per week, so just know you be on that. Matt.
My name is Matthew, and I'm the guest that is taller, but also lighter than Cam.
By an inch, by a little inch, you're taller at best. By a literal inch, still lighter. Put on sunblock.
I'm supposed
So,
Anyway, I'm Z, and I also attend FAMU with these fabulous people.
okay.
I'm Leela, and I mean, I'm already repping that. Yeah.
Right. Nice. And Ropios. Yep. And on the chair, man in the chair, you want to introduce yourself too? You just chair. Let me just you what's in on? You'll leak yourself.
Behind the cam.